All right, guys, we are starting our weekly vlog and spring break outside doing some stuff with the kids. So we used to years ago have this section over here being our planting area where we would do tomatoes and peppers and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna try to redo that. The reason why we stopped was because you see all these rocks. We had landscapers that decided to throw rocks over here. All right, so we are on spring break this week. Paul and I still have to kind of stick to our normal schedule, so we're not going anywhere. We weren't planning on going anywhere. We never actually really go anywhere on spring break. We did plan years ago when it was COVID. I planned like this huge Disney trip for spring break, and I did all the planning and everything got canceled, and I'm like, I am never doing that ever again. We'll have like a kind of a productive week. We're gonna try to do a lot of activities with the kids. We have appointments, of course. We're gonna go shopping with them. They have gift cards from Christmas, and I promised them like Kohl's and Target because they got a bunch, and Mason wants to go shopping for clothes. He wants new Nikes. We'll see if we can go ahead and find him Nikes with his gift cards. Alright guys, we are starting our weekly vlog and spring break outside doing some stuff with the kids. So we used to years ago have this section over here being our planting area where we would do tomatoes and peppers and all that kind of stuff. We're going to try to redo that. The reason why we stopped was because you see all these rocks. We had landscapers that decided to throw rocks over here when they were doing like right over here, the section, we got rid of a tree over here and there was a bunch of rocks. So we took all these rocks and dumped them over this way, and that's not where we wanted them. So last year we didn't do a garden. So this year we're trying to work on this, and we figured perfect time, you know, spring break. So the kids are helping me. We're pulling all the weeds out, and we are going to take these rocks and just move them down over here a little bit so we can get this kind of organized. This is our sage plant from like when we were at our condo, but we have planter boxes, so I'm gonna put the planter boxes over here, and I'm gonna take that one stone and move it over there. My goal is to start like right over here because I don't want to cover up the window, and if I need to put any like small plants like herbs or anything, I'll probably leave them in containers and put them over here. But then that way we got a hose right here, and then we're gonna figure out a watering system. I really want to do a really nice garden this year. But yeah, so it's beautiful outside. Figured we can get some fresh air. I'm actually still, Mondays are my crazy day. I have to edit a bunch of videos, so I'm finishing up doing that while they're already helping me outside, and hopefully we'll at least have the garden prepped this week. It is supposed to be getting the high 50s, low 60s by the end of the week, and I'm afraid to buy plants until like it being in the 50s. I haven't decided yet, but I don't know. We'll go to the we're gonna go to the store probably tomorrow, check it out, see if there is anything. And for sure I want to get a bunch of tomatoes. I don't know what else I want to get. I want to get basil, I want to get cilantro like last year, but as far as vegetables, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be getting, so stay tuned and find out what is going to be in our garden. And we got Riley over here tanning, and Barkley sitting here with her tanning as well. You having fun, Barkley?
Hello.
She loves the weather outside. All right, so we are on spring break this week. Paul and I still have to kind of stick to our normal schedule, so we're not going anywhere. We weren't planning on going anywhere. We never actually really go anywhere on spring break. We did plan years ago when it was COVID. I planned like this huge Disney trip for spring break, and I did all the planning and everything got canceled, and I'm like, I am never doing that ever again. So we like to drive. It's too much for us, you know, with the big family that we are, to fly. So it doesn't make sense for us to go really on spring break, because by the time we drive somewhere, we've got a couple of days, and then, you know, driving back, it's just, for us, we like to do things around the house. So the weather this week looks like it is going to be really nice at the beginning of the week, a little bit cooler towards the end of the week, but perfect day to start working on our garden. So the kids, like you saw, were helping me get everything ready. and we're just kind of figuring out, we don't know what we're gonna plant yet, but we're at least prepping. So at least that's all set, ready to go. So like I said, we have to go ahead and stick to our normal schedule for this week. So even though, you know, the kids don't have school, I still get up, get ready like I would be getting them ready for school. Paul's still on the same schedule that he always does, so that does not change. It's just the kids, they pretty much can get up when they want to. If they want to sleep, they want to sleep. If they don't, they don't. But we do stick them to a routine a little bit. I kind of stick to not video games and electronics like during the day, but I'll let them play in the evening. For those of you who don't know, we actually don't do electronics during the week when they have school, but for spring break they can do it at least in the evening, because we also have no activities this week. No hockey and no dance as well. So it's really, really nice to have like a double spring break with everything. We can just have, you know, be low key. So we have noticed that there has been a lot more of you viewing our videos and liking our videos. There's tons of you, but if you guys are not subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and the notification so you guys know when we post videos. So we like that you are liking our videos and watching, but it would be awesome if you can go ahead and subscribe. It does help us. But yeah, so I had an issue last night with my one eye. It was actually, it felt really raw. I don't know what was going on. So I had a feeling I was gonna wake up this morning with puffy eyes. So I woke up, my eyes were completely swollen. And I wanted to share with you guys what I do when that happens. And it could be something that I ate. It could have just been like airborne allergies. Something triggered my eyes to start getting really puffy. I don't think it was anything I ate, because I've eaten the same stuff for the past couple days and I've had it before. So I don't think it was that. I think it was something with the change of the weather, because we've been going from like 30s to 70s, which now we're at 79 right now, and then tomorrow we're dropping like 25 degrees. So it's, or not tomorrow, the next day. So this weather's been crazy, not really good for our allergies. So first thing I do is I put under eye patches underneath my eyes, just regular depuffing ones. I don't have like a special one that I use, just any kind of depuffing ones normally works. Put them on for the 15 to 20 minutes, and then I follow with like an ice pack in a way. So I bought these things on Amazon a while ago. They're like these little circle gel packs. They come with circles and they come with little moons for under eyes, but I haven't used them that much because normally when I want to cool my eye or heat my eye up, I use the whole entire thing. So 10 minutes in the freezer, really freezes them really fast, and then I put them in one of these masks with a little hole, slip it like this, and then I lay down for like 10 to 15 minutes. If you want to use them for heat, you just put these in hot water. You don't heat them up in the microwave, you just put them in the hot water for like a minute, heats them up, and then the same thing. It's really good for allergies. If your eyes are dry, if your eyes, you know, are puffy, itchy, cold and hot, really does help. So I wanted to share that with you guys, that these are awesome if you ever get a chance. And I think I got this pack of 4 for like $4. It was super cheap online, and they came with these cool designs. So mine has stars and moons in there, and there was other ones like butterflies and fruit and la-da-da-da-da. So that's that. So thought you guys might like that. And so yesterday, if you guys saw our weekend vlog, I was on a Lego kick. So we got on spring break. I was literally in spring break mode, hanging out with the kids, making Legos. And so I made like a little cactus that Paul got me for Christmas. And I'm like, oh, I want to build another Lego. So I actually built another one last night that I wanted to show you guys, and I did not, and I finished it, but look how cute is that from Nightmare Before Christmas. It actually opens. Let me pop Sally off and show you what the inside looks like. I told you guys I was gonna start building Legos, but that is really cool. I didn't know that when I saw the packaging on this that they had stuff on the inside. I just thought it was like Sally's like little planting of Deadly Nightshade. But I'm going to display this in my bookshelf. So, but yeah, so we have, we'll have like a kind of a productive week. We're gonna try to do a lot of activities with the kids. We have appointments, of course. We're gonna go shopping with them. They have gift cards from Christmas, and I promised them like Kohl's and Target because they got a bunch, and Mason wants to go shopping for clothes. He wants new Nikes. We'll see if we can go ahead and find him Nikes with his gift cards. But yeah, hopefully we'll go ahead and be able to go to the gardening store and see if we can find some plants. I don't know if it's a good idea to buy them right now. They're supposed to be out right now. They said the end of March, beginning of April, but with the weather dropping to the 50s by the end of the week, I don't know if I want to do that yet. So we will see, but right now we are just gonna have a fun Monday night building Legos, and then we'll see what else we do this week. I'm just watching the lights and just trying to figure out, but I see there's a pattern, and Paul told me I was crazy, but I'm like, no, there's a pattern, there's something going on. You saw this. This is weird. Watch, it's not right. There, look.
There's aliens.
That's what I'm wondering. Do you hear that?
Are we getting bombed?
Oh my gosh. No, somebody's alarm or something's going off.
Looks like there's
something going on.
There's like a ambulance in front.
No, there's something going on. All right, so this is what we have been doing all week. So Monday, obviously you saw we were doing gardening stuff. It was so beautiful outside. And then the rest of the week we've been just having on and off rain, and it was pouring so bad the other day that we couldn't even see when we were driving. Now we got this going on. Thunder, we've got a huge storm advisory coming. So haven't really done a lot of things around the house like we wanted to. But we've had a lot of fun, me and the kids. We've built Legos and puzzles and just spent time together. So at least we got like fun stuff, you know, at least this week. But yeah, you can see how high the pool is. And I literally just pumped that last week and it was completely down, and now it's up again. So as soon as the weather is done tonight, we have a tornado warning until 8 o'clock. And it's supposed to rain overnight. That tomorrow we're supposed to have no rain. We're gonna have to pump it again, and hopefully nothing severe happens. All right, so like I said, we have been building puzzles. I can't even talk. Building puzzles and building Legos this week. So I told Paul, he bought me a bunch of like Harry Potter ones that were Jingle Bells again. That were just like, you know, just little figurines. Besides like the actual like classrooms and the castles that I have that you guys have seen. So I'm like, you know what? I think this week I'm gonna go ahead and build at least all those and get those boxes off my bookshelf because I really want to start, you know, decorating the office. So I've built quite a bit. So you saw before I built like a cactus, and I built Nightmare Before Christmas, Sally the little plants. So that was, you know, a few days ago, but Riley saw that I was building Legos, and so she started building Legos. So she wanted me to show you a couple Legos that she went ahead and built. She already built this one before, but she actually informed me, I don't know if you guys saw this one, but she actually pulled it from my office to go ahead and wanted me to go ahead and show you again. She informed me that she actually glues, Barkley, Paul thinks I'm like looking at him. He's doing cards right now, organizing, but no, it's Barkley. She like, every time I'm talking, she's got like, shake. But we all love Barkley. So she actually super glues her Legos because she's like, Mom, when I take them, you know, put them together, I don't want to take them apart. I'm like, well, I don't super glue mine, but I'm not taking mine apart, but I don't know. That's what she wanted to do. So she, my mom bought this one for her. It's really, really cute. And then my mom bought this one for her, and these were for her birthday. So she likes these kind of Legos. Currently, she is doing a Poinsettia one. I think she's got one more bag, and she's like, she didn't really like that one, but you know, it's a flower one. That's the only one she likes to do. So she's got one more bag left. She's like, I just can't finish it right now. So she took a break. I'm like, just leave it in the box, come back to it. So I told her for now, I'm gonna put those in my bookshelf as like regular flowers. Because I have cactus ones up there, you know, just to make it like a little decorated. And then I have a bunch. Okay, so currently I'm finishing my last one. I'm halfway through. It's the sorting hat. I actually stopped because of the weather. It started getting really, really black, and then really, really windy, and then it was getting really dark in the house, and I have the lights on, and then I'm like, okay, I don't want to open up another bag and then have like a tornado come. So I'm gonna finish that a little later, and I'll show you guys when I'm done with that one, obviously what it's gonna look like. But I did a bunch. So this isn't the order that I did them in, but I have the Mandrake. How cool is this one, guys? Let me pull this up. And it just comes out of here, and what is this one? Oh, this one, he just moves his mouth up and down. So he doesn't really do anything. It would be kind of cool if it would have been like, because he screams. But he has like these little twisty things on here. So I thought this one was pretty cool. Like I do like the plant ones, but I was like, oh, how cool is this? So I'm gonna put this one on my bookshelf. And then I have this one that I just did, which is the monster book. How cool is this? This, you can actually flip it over to have it to be where it's completely closed, or you can have it to where it shuts like this. And actually you could roll it and it actually moves forward. So that one's kind of cool. And that one came with like little Neville. So he's got a little book and a little wand. So I got him. And then actually I'll show you this too. Harry Potter, I got him with a little sorting hat. He actually came with the sorting hat. So those are the only ones that came with little people, but what else did I do? Okay, so I did Dobby. Got him over here. How cute is he? He was actually retired. I actually had to get him on eBay. I just paid like an extra $5 for him, but I saw him in the store and I should have bought him in the store, and I wasn't thinking to doing characters like this. And I told Paul, I'm like, I want to get every single one of them. So if a new one comes out, which I actually have the Pixie, he's a new one. So I was like, you know what? If I see it, I'm gonna buy it because they're about 20 bucks. So they're not that bad. And it comes with a little cake and he has a little sock right there. So that's Dobby. And then I also made Hedwig. How cute is he? His little arms move. And then he came with a trunk. So I'm gonna display this all on the top of my bookshelf. I'll show you guys when I go ahead and do that. And then I have, Paul keeps looking at this one, Fawkes. He's kind of cool, little baby Fawkes right there. So now she's gonna chop on her dog food. One black thing just came off. And then it also came with a little sorting hat. This stuff I'll put on the top shelf. I don't know if, oh no, this is something. I think the kids were playing with this because I think this got flipped. I'll show you. Now Barkley's gonna chop on her food. And now it's not clipping. Uh-oh. Somebody was playing with my Legos. I'll have to go ahead and, there we go. Now it works. I don't know what was going on there, but it's the ink for the little pixie. I'll have to fix it. So this is the pixie that I just got. And then this ink goes right here. It squirts out, so I'll definitely have to fix that. I don't know why it's not clicking on, but so yeah, so that's what we've been doing these past couple days on spring break. Like I said, not a whole lot of cleaning, but very therapeutic doing Legos. Like I said, I gave up on puzzles for a little bit, take a break doing this, and I think I'm gonna go back to building puzzles as soon as I'm done with the sorting hat, but I'll definitely show you guys when I'm done what that looks like. And then when I put this in the shelves, I'll show you what that looks like too. All right, you're gonna still hear Barkley chopping me in the background while I do this. I wanna show you guys. So this, you just pull it back. It doesn't go that far, but it's pretty cool. So the sorting hat actually, oops, I skipped it. The sorting hat actually has sound. There it goes this time. But yeah, so don't know how I'm gonna put these in, but for now, I'm just putting them on the side. All right, so I finished the sorting hat. He's pretty cool. You press this and I guess it has 31 sounds.
Yes, Hufflepuff. Yes, clearly Hufflepuff.
Apparently we belong in Hufflepuff. Nope, I am a Gryffindor, but has a little back door right here for the battery if you need to change it. And then down here, a little stand for all the houses. So it was about 600 pieces. And it was, this one was a lot of fun.